Hey Bluey fans, ever wonder what Muffin's really up to? Buckle up. Today we're uncovering her sneaky snacks, wild giggles, epic tantrums, and rule-breaking chaos. Grab popcorn, hold tight, and prepare to laugh, gasp, and say, Muffin did what? Oh boy folks. Let's talk about Muffin, the tiny tornado of Bluey who can make even the calmest grown-up scream. Why is she so loud? From the very first second, Muffin proves she's a force of nature. Remember that iconic moment when she became the first character ever sent to timeout? Yep, that's right. While everyone else was just chilling, Muffin was out here rewriting the rules of chaos. Her episode, I Love Playing, is basically louder than a rock concert, if the rock concert was hosted by toddlers armed with megaphones. Her screaming reaches heights that could shatter glass, or at least make your cat reconsider life choices. And don't even get me started on her epic showdown with Wes, which ended when Muffin's decibels hit a record-breaking 583 ks and 605 Kers. Honestly, scientists are still trying to figure out how her vocal cords survive this kind of energy. But it's not just noise. Oh no, Muffin's got style. Her timing is perfect, like a tiny comedian who knows exactly when to shout, jump, or throw a tantrum for maximum effect. You think you're safe sipping your coffee? BAM. Muffin appears from nowhere, ready to scream at the top of her lungs about, honestly, who even knows what she's screaming about? Possibly the injustice of missing snacks, or the tragic betrayal of her favorite toy. And let's be real, her antics are hilarious. From chaotic playtime to accidental destruction, Muffin has a PhD in turning ordinary moments into total mayhem. Timeout? Puffed. That's just a chance for her to recharge before the next performance. So, if you're ready to laugh, gasp, and maybe cover your ears a little, this episode is pure gold. Muffin isn't just a character. She's a whirlwind of fun, chaos, and did she really just do that? Energy. Buckle up, because when Muffin is around, quiet is a myth, and chaos is king. Muffin was the first ever Bluey character to face the most feared punishment in all of healer kind, the dreaded timeout. Done, done, done! Now let's be real. If anyone was destined to smash that barrier, it was our girl Muffin. This kid doesn't just walk into a room, she storms in like a glitter tornado, snacks in one hand, chaos in the other, and zero respect for the laws of calm. So how did Muffin earn her crown as the timeout trailblazer? Oh, just a little thing called total meltdown mayhem. She wanted Bluey's toy, didn't get it, and went full Muffin mode, screaming, stomping, possibly summoning ancient spirits. We're still reviewing the footage for supernatural activity. While most kids might have backed down at a firm no, Muffin was like, oh, you think you can contain me? And that, folks, is when history was made. The first time out in Bluey history. Iconic, groundbreaking, legendary. There she sat, a tiny, fuzzy outlaw, exiled from the living room kingdom, plotting her next Muffin masterstroke. And let's be honest, did the timeout change her? Not even a bit. If anything, it gave her superpowers, like a mischievous mini supervillain returning from an epic backstory. Every glare, every wiggle of her ears, and every little bounce in her seat screamed, I'm not done, I'm just getting started. Muffin in Timeout is basically a masterclass in tiny toddler rebellion, and we're here for it. She turned a simple rule-breaking moment into a legendary, unforgettable spectacle. Forget calm and order. The Muffin way is all about energy, attitude, and absolutely unforgettable style. Hold on to your hats, Bluey fans, for the tiny whirlwind who turns quiet playtime into full-blown chaos. From the very first second, Muffin proves she's not just another pup. She's a tiny, screaming superstar. She even holds the honor of being the first character ever sent to timeout. Yep, while everyone else was behaving, sort of, Muffin was out here rewriting the rules of mischief. Her episode, I Love Playing, might just be the loudest episode ever. Louder than charades, if charades involved toddlers shouting at top volume while waving their arms like mini rock stars. Muffin's screaming peaks at legendary levels, like when she had an epic showdown with Wes, hitting 583 ks and 605 Kers, and you could practically feel the vibrations in your living room. Scientists are still debating if her vocal cords are secretly made of steel. And Muffin doesn't stop there. She's basically a Bluey Universe VIP, making the most appearances out of the secondary cast, popping up in over 20 episodes in 2024 alone. That's more cameos than snacks at Bingo's birthday party. Her antics are chaotic, hilarious, and somehow endearing all at the same time. Timeout? Please, that's just her power nap before unleashing another round of pure mayhem. Fans love her too, so much that in the top 50 best Bluey characters of all time, Muffin proudly ranks 12th. Not bad for a tiny pup who specializes in screaming, chaos, and stealing the spotlight, and maybe your sandwich when you're not looking. So, what makes Muffin so special? It's her perfect timing, her mischievous energy, and that unstoppable force of, did she really just do that? She turns ordinary play into a laugh-out-loud adventure and proves that small packages can bring the biggest noise. Buckle up, because when Muffin is around, calm is a myth, quiet is impossible, and chaos reigns supreme. Welcome to Muffin, Chaos Queen. Quick question. If you could have one of Muffin's superpowers for a day, would you choose screaming at top volume or stealing every snack in sight? Comment below. Not only is Muffin Chaos wrapped in fur, but she also wears the glittering crown for most appearances of any secondary character in the entire Blueiverse. Yup, she's basically the Beyoncé of background baddies, always on stage, always stealing the show, never missing a beat. She's popped up in more than 20 episodes, which means if Bluey had a punch card for guest stars, Muffin would have already filled hers, collected the free toy, and screamed at the cashier because she wanted to. She's not just visiting the Healer household, she's basically moved in and rearranged the furniture. Honestly, don't be shocked if the next season is called Muffin and Friends, also featuring Bluey. And get this, in 2024, Muffin officially ranked 12th on the top 50 best Bluey characters of all time. That's not some list made by bored dogs sitting on the curb. That's the official, fan-fueled, jelly bean-powered countdown. Muffin beat half the neighborhood, the postman, and even some of Bandit's barbecue buddies. Sorry, Dave. Maybe next time, bring better sausages. But are we surprised? Absolutely not. Every time Muffin shows up, you just know something is about to go kaboom. She brings the drama, the fashion, if wearing socks on your hands counts, and the kind of main character energy that could launch a rocket made entirely of glitter and banana peels. Whether she's throwing tantrums, inventing bizarre new games, or shattering sound barriers with a single scream, Muffin doesn't just appear, she takes over. Secondary character? Ha! She's a co-lead with a megaphone in one hand, a snack in the other, and a perfectly laid plan for total mayhem. Muffin has officially proven that you don't have to be the main character to steal the spotlight. She breaks the rules, rewrites the show's playbook, and makes fans laugh until they cry. She's loud, she's hilarious, she's iconic, and she's redefining what it means to be a supporting pup. Have you ever wondered what Muffin's favorite color is? Well, hold on to your crayons, because it's as adorable, loud, and delightfully quirky as Muffin herself. This tiny tornado of cuteness has a personality so big it can barely fit inside her little paws, and her favorite colors match her vibe perfectly. First off, Muffin has a speech quirk that makes her R's sound like W's, so red becomes wed, and crayons somehow stay crayons, because, well, Muffin logic. Every time she opens her mouth, it's like a stand-up comedy set in toddler form. Imagine her proudly holding a bright red capsicum and declaring, "I love wed capsicum." Try not to melt into a puddle of giggles. It's impossible. Speaking of capsicum, Muffin's favorite color of capsicum is red. Bold, vibrant, impossible to ignore. Basically Muffin in vegetable form. But when it comes to her overall favorite color, she goes all in on pink. That's right, pink for fun, pink for flair, pink because Muffin says so. And honestly, why stop there? Sometimes she rocks red and pink together in ways that only Muffin could make work. It's like she's saying, why pick one when you can look like a walking strawberry milkshake? Her love of color isn't just cute, it's iconic. Between her wobbly W's, her love of bright red peppers, and her pink loving heart, Muffin turns even the simplest moments, like naming vegetables, into comedy gold. So next time you see Muffin, keep your eyes peeled for her colorful choices. Will she pick pink? Red? Both at once? Who knows? What's guaranteed is that she'll announce it in the cutest voice ever, probably while stomping her feet, clutching a snack, and plotting her next move. Because life with Muffin isn't just bright, it's bold, silly, and full of tiny surprises. And whether it's red capsicum, pink bows, or both mashed together, one thing's for sure. Muffin's colors are just as unforgettable as Muffin herself. Muffin isn't just loud, wild, and chaotic. She's got a secret side too. She likes to keep things to herself, which makes her mysterious and, honestly, even cuter. Her friends Stripe and Trixie often call her Muffy or Muffles, nicknames that perfectly match her tiny, mischievous personality. Even in the middle of her loudest, most dramatic moments, there's a tiny hint that Muffin has a thoughtful little brain working behind the chaos. While she's famous for screaming, stomping, and creating total mayhem, Muffin also knows when to retreat into her own little world. Maybe she's plotting her next snack heist, thinking about the perfect way to snag Bluey's toy, or just enjoying a quiet moment. Though with Muffin, quiet is a very loose term. Even when she's being a little sneaky, she manages to make every moment hilarious and unforgettable. These glimpses of Muffin's private side make her even more lovable. She's like a tiny superhero with two modes, full-blown chaos and secret genius plotting. You never know what she'll do next, whether it's inventing a weird new game, shouting at the top of her lungs, or sneaking a snack. But you know it's going to be memorable. Fans can't get enough of Muffy/Muffles. The nickname itself just makes her seem even more adorable, while reminding everyone that there's more to her than just noise and tantrums. She's layered, she's fun, and she's absolutely unforgettable. So the next time Muffin pops up, pay attention to both sides of her personality, the glitter tornado chaos and the sneaky, secretive mastermind. Together, they make her one of the most iconic little pups in the entire Blueyverse. Hey, make sure to subscribe, or Muffin might magically appear at your door, grab all your snacks, throw a tiny tantrum, and leave you laughing. Or crying. Muffin isn't just loud, chaotic, and adorable. She's got a whole collection of nicknames that make her even more memorable. Her friends Stripe and Trixie often call her Muffy or Muffles, which perfectly capture her tiny, mischievous personality. Even in the middle of her loudest tantrums, these nicknames remind us that there's a cute, sneaky mastermind under all that energy. But wait, there's more. In some games, Muffin is mysteriously called Sheila. Why? Nobody really knows. Maybe it's a secret code, a superhero alias, or just Muffin being Muffin. Whatever the reason, it adds another layer of mystery to the pup we all love. One minute she's Muffy, screaming for Bluey's toy, and the next she's Sheila, plotting her next mini-adventure. Muffin loves keeping things to herself, and her nicknames reflect that side of her. She's not just a tiny tornado of chaos, she's a multi-layered, playful mastermind. Whether she's stomping around, shouting at the top of her lungs, or quietly planning her next snack heist, Muffin keeps everyone guessing and laughing. Fans adore this nickname fun because it shows there's more to Muffin than just tantrums and mayhem. She's got personality, charm, and enough unpredictability to keep Bluey and the viewers on their toes. Every nickname is like a new costume or new trick, adding extra sparkle to her already iconic energy. So, the next time Muffin appears on screen, remember, whether she's Muffy, Muffles, or the mysterious Sheila, she's always unforgettable, hilarious, and full of surprises. One thing's for sure, there's never a dull moment when Muffin is around. If there's one thing Muffin does like a true pro, it's throwing a temper tantrum. And not just any tantrum, these are full-on Oscar-worthy performances. She's been caught in action in classics like Bike Charades and Facey Talk, where things didn't go exactly her way. Did someone take her favorite toy? Did she have to wait 5 seconds too long? Cue Muffin mode, screaming, stomping, and possibly summoning invisible thunderclouds. Even in the supposedly quiet games, Muffin can't help herself. In the quiet game, where everyone else tiptoes like polite little angels, Muffin somehow manages to make noise louder than a marching band in a blender. You can almost hear her thinking, "Quiet? Pfft, I don't do quiet. I do dramatic flair with a side of chaos. Her tantrums are legendary for their timing, volume, and creativity. She doesn't just throw a fit, she turns a tiny disappointment into a full-blown performance that could rival any Broadway show. Socks on her hands, perfect for expressive gestures. A missing toy, perfect for a stomp and scream combo. You think she's done? Nope, there's always a surprise twist, like a wiggle, a yelp, or a dramatic collapse to the floor. And honestly, we love her for it. Muffin proves that temper tantrums aren't just meltdowns, they're art. She makes chaos funny, memorable, and somehow endearing. Every stomp, shout, and flail is pure Muffin energy, reminding everyone that life is way more entertaining when you go full toddler mode. So next time you see Muffin in action, get ready. She might just turn a normal game into a legendary tantrum fest, leaving you laughing, gasping, and possibly checking your own toys for safety. Don't go anywhere. Our next video is even crazier with Muffin's wildest moments.